Since August of 2005, students have walked through the doors of the R.S. Parker Academic Building on Co-Lin's Simpson County campus for opportunities in education and workforce training. However, Copiah-Lincoln Community College had already established a presence in the region as far back as 1997, when it offered a variety of evening classes in downtown Magee.
I came to Co-Lin in 2000 as the Outward Bound coordinator and assistant men's and women's basketball coach. Ended up getting my master's at Alcorn State University. So after I finished my master's, I started teaching night classes at the Simpson County Center. My first class was personal community health. I really enjoyed it. It was at the old building off Main Street down from the Trustmark Bank.
When I first started over there, before the center was even ready, we met the staff, the new staff, we met at that location, but there wasn't a strong presence there.
In July of 2002, we went to Simpson County and asked the supervisors for an increase in millage. Every year that we'd gone, they would ask, when are you going to build a center in Simpson County? When are you going to open, when are you going to have day classes? When you have day classes. And I would explain to them, we can't have day classes without having some place with teachers here, full-time teachers. So Mr. Tanner and I had talked about this and pretty much designed or mapped out a strategy that we could build a campus there if they would give us full millage. We had made our presentation and got ready to leave, and we were headed out the door, and I typically am going to be the last one out the door. And I shook hands with the board of supervisors. And I said, if the board will give us full millage, we will do it. I saw some of the supervisors, facial expressions and all. And he said, well, why don't we just take a poll here and see how they feel about that? Every one of them indicated, yeah, we'll give you full millage if you'll have a center here.
I think it was a huge impact for the Simpson County area. And I think it was a perfect situation at that time. I think Dr. Garner was a forward thinker. He had his vision and he made it happen. It really helped a lot of people who weren't able to drive to the Western campus.
Sidney Parker represented Simpson County as a board member for the college beginning in 1972. In 1988, he began serving as board vice chairman, a role he held until 2001. Mr. Parker was in attendance at the opening ceremony for the building bearing his name. The Simpson County Center got off to a great start in the fall of 2005 with new faculty and staff who were eager and enthusiastic. The campus met its first challenge just a few weeks after opening its doors.
And saw this job ad for library director at the Simpson County Center of Copiah-Lincoln Community College. It was really a dream come true for a librarian to be able to step into a brand new facility and build the library collection up from scratch. So that was very rewarding.
Day one of students on campus comes and it was really good, really great, and we were really rolling along. And 2 weeks later, Hurricane Katrina hit and campus was shut down.
For a couple of weeks there, we couldn't even get up to the center. There were trees blocking the road and the power was out.
After some time, and we were able to find out that the only damage sustained by the Simpson County Center was a bent flagpole. So, yeah, we turned out pretty good.
After a couple of weeks, we started back up and, kept right on going, and here we are 20 years later.
The lights came back on, and we were able to have classes. So things worked out. We had a new staff, new team. We opened in 2005. I think back then it was about 100 students that we were projected to have, and we had about 220. Actually, our numbers went up quite a bit. In 2008, as you know, with the recession, in 2008, 2009, we had, I think it was about 650 students that came through our doors. We had to move chairs from our multipurpose room to classrooms to accommodate the students that we had coming in.
I remember every class I would go in to teach my World Civ 1 and 2 or my American History 1 and 2 classes, and there was standing room only. There would be people standing around the edges of the classroom because they didn't have enough seats. That little time period, we were really, really rocking. We had a lot going on.
A lot of the young men used to come to me all the time and say, hey, Dr. Middleton, I want to go to college, but academics is not for me. So I was like, well, we got some career tech programs, but we didn't have many. So in 2020, I was the vice president at that time, and we had discussions on the next move for that campus, and it was a career tech facility. We had automation and control that moved in that facility. We had our LPN classes in that facility, our welding class, and our GED program was out there.
From Hurricane Katrina to the 2008 recession, from classrooms packed with students to COVID-era virtual assignments, Co-Lin's Simpson County Center has seen a lot in its first 20 years. But the memories that bring the most joy are those of the many students who chose Co-Lin.
I think for me, the highlights come in the form of witnessing the journey of our students, just seeing how they grow and what they accomplish, and to know that the faculty and staff here played even a small part of their success, truly makes every day here worthwhile. And it's just evidence that the Simpson County Center is making a difference.
So many students that have gone to our campus, and we see them now lawyers, and I had a nurse practitioner in McGee, and there's so many people that have come back to me and said that was a really great experience being at Co-Lin, and how much they appreciate it, and they've gone on to do such great things.
As we prepare to celebrate the upcoming 20-year anniversary, we're planning to kick off an alumni association just for Simpson County. Not only graduates of Simpson County, but any Co-Lin graduate who maybe lives in Simpson County area that wants to be a part of it. And so we're getting ready to kick that off here beginning in October with our homecoming tailgate. We're inviting alumni to come out and set up a tent, and then we'll have other socials planned to kind of recruit to help get the association up and going.
Years ago, when Dr. Nettles was president, I used to go to the board meetings with him, with the supervisors, and they used to always ask about the nursing program. Are we ever gonna get RN? So we've got it now. We have the LP and RN program. I think it's gonna be a really good fit for that campus. Our goal is to add more programs. There's a lot of people that had hands in that campus. Dr. Billy Stewart, the first dean of that campus. Rhonda Tilley, who served as the interim, who was also an English instructor. Dr. John Dickerson, who served as the vice president. And then myself, I served as vice president. I think I was the longest serving vice president, so let me throw that in while I can. We got a lot of great things going at the Simpson County Center. I'm excited about the direction that Dr. Floyd is taking it. The future's bright for where we're trying to take Co-Lin.